Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, we're getting to take another look at another knife from Ravencrest Tactical. Now, you know here, it's probably been a few days ago, we took a look at this guy, the little Micro Hornet, which I really am enjoying this little guy. A very fun knife. California legal, by the way, less than 2 inches on the blade. This one definitely not California legal, but it is called the Mini Zhanshi, or warrior. I guess in Mandarin, Zhanshi can mean warrior, among a few other things, but warrior is one of the meanings of the word. So very cool. This is definitely, for me, it's not a mini, that's the name, and only because the full size Zhanshi is about 9.5 inches fully open. So, and that they do take into account the glass breaker and stuff. But just like the Micro Hornet, mini, micro, okay, it tracks, it tracks. Just like the Micro Hornet, this guy is all aluminum construction. Again, you do have that reversible clip. As I said, you've got the lanyard hole there, and you've also got a glass breaker. Now, that does take up a good, at least 3/8 of an inch of the overall length of the knife. So, and they do include it, so I will include it when we do that. But again, you've got sort of that tire tread texture on that aluminum, which does give you a really, really good grip on that aluminum for sure. And like I said, as you can see, that pocket clip, it is reversible. You can unscrew this and flip it around. So it's righty or lefty. Very cool. I'm liking that. And then that's fully ambidextrous because obviously with the button on the side there, there's no lock, nothing like that. Now, there isn't a safety. I need to point that out. Like I was talking about with the Micro Hornet, I thought it's got a long travel before you actually actuate it. This one, even more so. Probably bigger spring, more to overcome. You're definitely, in my opinion, getting this one to open accidentally, pardon me, would be pretty darn tough. And we'll look at that again. Now, everything very, very comfortable. Fit and finish is done very, very well. Absolutely. Chamfered off, done very nicely. No real sharp edges where there shouldn't be. I mean, even the glass breaker, it's a rounded glass breaker. It's a ball, it's not a point. So, yeah, it's done very, very well. Probably the most aggressive part of it is the jimping on the button, which it is aggressive, but it grabs, I mean, my thumb kind of pops off there. It grabs it very, very well. So that's probably the most aggressive part of the whole knife, with the exception of the blade, of course. But like I said, when it comes to actuating this thing, I don't have a pounds, I don't have a pressure, but I mean, you can see the white part in my thumb when I go, let me look at the white part. You can even see retracting it. Watch my thumbnail. See how it gets white? Now, is it taking a lot? And that's because I'm going slow. If I go, regular speed, I can open it, close it, no problem. Definitely not a problem to open and close, but it takes some pressure. So that's what I was trying to, and am I trying to alleviate your fears? Maybe a little, but if you're not comfortable, you're not comfortable. I totally get that. I am fully comfortable carrying this one in my pocket. I have carried it in my pocket, as is, no safety whatsoever. So, take a look at that blade. Again, we've got a D2 blade. Now, this one, it's kind of mean looking. And autos, of course, not exactly the most legal thing here in Washington. And the way it's sharpened, well, that just makes it kind of doubly so. Because, yes, that second edge, that is not a false edge. It is sharpened on that second side. So, And then you've got that mean serration going on back there. Ugh. Yeah. And I'll call this a fuller. I won't call it a blood groove. I'll call it a fuller. People get all uppity when I say blood groove. So I had to say it at least once. But anyway, or twice. But yeah, speed holes in the blade makes it come out just that much faster. Probably gives it at least 3 or 4 more horsepower, just like all those stickers on your vehicles do. But it snaps. It's got a nice snap to it. Very cool. I'm digging it. Yeah. So far with what I've seen from Ravencrest. Now I always say this too. OTFs aren't necessarily my favorite. I kind of prefer out the side. Why? Maybe it was because that's what I've had. But the more OTFs I see, okay, they're kind of growing on me. And yeah, you'll definitely see that. Or you may have already seen it, depending on when this video posts. We'll talk about another OTF. But anyway, so overall, they're saying on the website 8 1/8. Okay, if you kind of get it set up on that clip, I see where they're getting 8 1/8. Well, let's do this, dummy. That would be better. Don't set it on the clip. I mean, it is. It's just over 8 inches long, and that is definitely including the. If you don't include the glass breaker, you're looking at more like 7 5/8. Yeah, right in there. So blade length overall is right about 3 1/8. That's pretty much where you're getting at. Your cutting edge, pretty much right about 3 inches, maybe just a hair over. And then of course your grip length. I mean, that's pretty much the full Monty there. So it's a good almost 4 inches. And as I grip it, if I grip it to where my thumb, you see, obviously I'm back a little bit to where my thumb can actually actuate the button comfortably. I still have a little bit left over. So it does feel pretty darn good in hand. So let's get an overall weight of it. Now, I recently had a comment, because I try to show a weight in grams. It's because it's easy. It's a button. I push it a couple times. So 3.4 ounces, 97 grams. Somebody asked if I could do my measurements in centimeters. I do realize that pretty much most of the world is in centimeters, meters. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen a lot, if at all. So I apologize for that, but yeah. Let's see here. Size comparison up against the bug out. Definitely a longer knife than the bug out. I think that's, well, let's go handle to handle. Blade length, bug out's probably got it by a little bit, but handle, obviously, even without the glass breaker. The Zhanshi is a longer knife. This is probably a pretty close. Blade again, Spyderco's, the PM2's got it on the blade length by a good, pretty close to 1/2 inch. And with the glass breaker, whoops, it's pretty close. The glass breaker might just be a hair longer than the PM2. Now, carry-wise, you are going to have a little bit of exposed because you do have that glass breaker sticking out there. So it's not too bad. Just have the very corner of your handle showing, and then of course the glass breaker does stick up. Otherwise, it's pretty deep carry. I like it. It's got good retention. Goes in really nice, even with that tire tread type. And if you've noticed while you've been looking at it, pocket clip, it could stand to be a little bit stouter. It's not bad. Not bad. But if you'll kind of notice there, probably easier to see on this side, it seems like to me, see how that tire tread in the middle is a little bit less aggressive than the outside where that clip sits. It is a little bit less aggressive. So, you know, that probably helps cut down on the wear and tear of the jeans. But, so overall, a very comfortable knife. Very comfortable knife to carry. Very comfortable knife to hold, to operate. Like I said, the action is really good. Now you do have a little bit of wiggle. Yep, you do get a little wiggle, a little wobble in it. You know, I think we've seen that with pretty much all the OTFs we've had on here, and even in the Micro Hornet. Yeah, we got a little. It does wiggle. You can hear it. So it's solid, but it's not super solid. Now, they've got a couple of really cool videos of like torture tests they've done with this knife on the website. I'll definitely leave a link down. You can go check it out for sure. But it looks like it can handle. Now, I haven't stabbed it into a car door or the side of a camper, I believe is what they were stabbing it into on that video. And it holds up. It definitely holds up. So, from what I've seen of Ravencrest so far, you know, as far as the quality, the manufacturing, the fit and finish, I've been impressed. They've done pretty darn well. I've been happy with what I've seen. Now, again, am I going to run out and buy an OTF because of it? I really do like this guy. I do like this one. This one's pretty fun. This one maybe a little bit bigger. They're bigger than what I like to carry as far as, you know, overall knives and, of course, legality reasons. But, I mean, this guy, $159. $159. I know it's D2. It's aluminum. Yeah, I mean, you make the call. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's too bad. I really don't for what you're getting in the knife. And the cool thing about it is they've got not only with this model, the mini Zhanshi, but with a couple of other models for sure, and maybe for all of them, you can engrave the blade. It does cost you $25, but they will engrave the blade for you. And they even have a build your own. And on the website, it says there's 27 colors to choose from. So now down below, I don't think they show all 27 colors, but that's kind of cool. You can build your own. That's kind of how I started talking to Ravencrest. We were talking about doing a build your own, and that kind of fell through. I didn't hear them for a while, and then they come back and said, hey, we've got these two. We can send them out to you if you want to check them out. I'm like, sure, man, that's cool. I don't have to build my own just to check out some stuff, but definitely appreciate Ravencrest for sending both the mini Zhanshi and the Micro Hornet out to check out. Definitely appreciate them very much, and I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking them out with me. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.